Version 1.03, bug fix, fixed a low frequency roll-off in filter bank. Version 1.04, bug fix, program would crash when trying to save with nothing in the record buffer. Version 1.05, added in a inaudible dither signal to prevent floating point underflow exceptions, which slowed down processing speed when no input was present. This sometimes caused sound card hang-ups on slower machines. Added in the ability to select the sound card input and output devices. You must now press the D button, or press the S key on the keyboard, and select the I/O devices to start the vocoder action. When the program starts, moving the cursor around with the mouse will bring up the device select window. You can now run the vocoder with a half-duplex sound card by selecting none for the input device. The inputs can then come from WAV files loaded into the carrier and modulator buffers. You still need to have a sound card output device. When you double-click on the PMOD or PCAR buttons, both the modulator and carrier WAV files are started, if they have been loaded. This allows syncing between the modulator and carrier WAV files. There is now just a single load button for both the carrier and modulator WAV files. The load dialog window allows you to select whether to load the carrier or modulator, or both from a stereo file. You can now load mono or stereo WAV files having one of the following sampling rates: 11.025 kHz, 22.05 kHz, 44.1 kHz. The latter two are downsampled by the program to 11.025 kHz. You can now save WAV files in one of the following sampling rates: 11.025 kHz, 22.05 kHz, and 44.1 kHz. Note that the audio signal still has a maximum frequency of 5.5125 kHz in each of these cases, so the sound quality isn't increased by saving at a higher sampling rate. Note, saving is only available in the registered version. The few memory leaks present have been eliminated. The output now saturates instead of wraps around when the signal is too strong. This leads to a less objectionable form of distortion. The copy protection scheme has been changed slightly. Now, file saving is the only thing not available in the demo version. Version 1.06, fixed bug, only found in v1.05, which resulted in the lowest two channels being garbled. Version 1.07, fixed bug which paused sound output when L set and S set operations were cancelled. Streamlined registration from floppy disk and backup to disk operations. Now if one has a valid lit.dat file on a floppy disk, Pressing X while running the program from any directory will create the proper lick.dat file for that directory. Also, if one is running a registered program in any directory, pressing V will generate a valid lick.dat file on a floppy disk. Version 1.08 fixed bug which generated a Windows error when